Oh, oh no. Oh my. Hello and welcome everybody to tonight's hopefully fantastic dinosaur action. I've been through tough times before on Arena and Explore or Historic because I've been playing Arena since the beta, and I've been playing Dinosaurs all the time, every day since Original Ixalan, before Arena was even a thing, before anybody knew what it would become. So, yesterday Pioneer Masters released, and a couple new cards were added. Some different decks got support, or finally became viable on Arena, which is fantastic. I love facing all this new stuff. It just presents new and sometimes difficult challenges for my Dino deck. The list, as always, in the description, the Discord, link to that as well. The primer, the 2-hour one, all that good stuff. Just like the action tonight, but probably should resize myself. I got 2 packs right there. I'm going to open them up, see what we get before we jump right into the good stuff. And I'm starting off with Anger of the Gods. I know it's either Anger of the Gods or Alpine Moon. Again, I'll get into those specifics and go over everything roughly, but if you are looking for something more in depth, absolutely ask a question. I'll type out as long of an answer as I possibly can, even if I've answered it before. I love answering it. Caryatid, yes, absolutely eats chocolate. I actually kind of forgot about the Caryatid because there is so many fantastic additions with Pioneer Masters, and at the moment I am focused on hating against Lotus Field and possibly Celestia auras. Now on the Discord I was kind of rough, I must admit, for Lotus Field, but it's never directed against a person. If you like to play stuff, you like to play stuff. It's just the deck itself. I'm gonna beat it. I would naturally want to beat and crush absolutely anything I face, whatever it is, even if it is somebody I know. Voyaging Satyr, 100%. We did chat a little bit about it. That is a fantastic thing for my way to play Dinosaurs. Sunken Citadel specifically, tapping for 2 mana for a land with an activated ability. I would only need 1 Sunken to activate Castle if the Satyr could untap it and then I tap it again, but then I could get another Sunken. So if there's a situation where I have that and 2 Sunkens, I don't really need the Satyr in a sense. That's really where it accelerates things out. I don't need 3 Sunkens technically if it could untap 1 Sunken, and I have 2 already. It's kind of iffy and awkward, but nothing much in those packs, so get right into the list. And the very interesting changes. I feel like people got Lotus Field combo ramp out of their system, and part of me, I have heard stories of people playing through that, all these different triggers, untapping Lotus Field, playing a spell, untapping, playing. Sometimes the opponent just simply runs out of time with the countdown clock on Arena, which is kind of interesting. If we face Lotus Field, I might try to wait it out. Even though it's not the most interesting, at least we do have some good music to listen to, but because Lotus Field perhaps is not as popular, it won't be just because of the countdown clock, or it's not as effective for some of the pilots. It feels like aggro has maybe crept up since yesterday. People getting all these new decks that they couldn't play on Arena previously out of their system, trying them out, seeing how it feels. But I feel much safer with Anger of the Gods. Now there are many sweepers we could potentially choose from. Brotherhood's End, Storm's Wrath, Hour of Devastation, 5 damage to every creature, and you remove Indestructible, which could be maybe a little applicable with Darksteel, Citadel, whatchamacallit. Name's on the tip of my tongue. The Scissors deck. The enchantment, where it makes an artifact a creature. Ensoul Artifact, okay. How could I forget that? Alright. But yes, Anger of the Gods. Pretty much I want to take out creatures. When I take out creatures, they don't come back, because there is a decent bit of recursion, specifically against Rakdos Prowess or aggro. They have claim to fame, so claim for 1 black, they bring a creature with a mana value 2 or less from the graveyard to the battlefield. So they do that, they might get a slick shot show off, but then they cast fame to give it +2/+0 and haste. The slick shot already has haste, but then it gets +2/+0 from its ability, and you get the idea. They recover, they get somebody back, hasty, bigger, and you may still die. And again, death triggers, whether or not it's something that's going to come back. It might care about something that dies. Then Anger of the Gods stopping that. There we go. There we go. Anger of the Gods, the place that this is in, it replaces 3 Topiary Stompers and the 1 Atali Primal Conqueror. In a sense, at least I feel those are the things that are needed the least in various matchups. So that's why we're trying without them. Certainly they're not going to help me win against an aggressive deck. I just have to kill all the stuff and we'll get there. If the opponent has nothing, I'll build up over time. If the Anger, which would have been a Topiary Stomper, gets me a land, that's okay. That's okay. We're going to live a few more turns because the opponent has nothing to attack me with. Just lovely, lovely stuff. Otherwise, things are mostly the same. I guess the sideboard has changed a fair bit. Alpine Moon, thumbs up. That is the hate for Lotus Field. Mono Green Devotion, which I've faced a little bit, but mostly Lotus Field. You play this, and Lotus Field doesn't do much. However, Lotus Field has a lot of spells, and Autwar, the Soaring City, a land where they can cycle to bounce a permanent into the Flood Maw. Bounces a non-land permanent. You get a tapped fish, which, doesn't do much, but still. Into the Flood Maw for 1 blue. They could bounce the Alpine Moon at the end of my turn and then go off on their turn, or they can do Autwar, the Soaring City. They just have to, buy time, get there. Unfortunately, they'll definitely dig to have an answer to bounce this, and then poof, we're left scratching our heads, hoping that they can at least win. But sadly, it's like pulling teeth, watching them play out the turns. Yeah, it's rough stuff. It's rough stuff. But yes, hopefully everybody has a good night. It's going to be good tonight. If your week hasn't been going good, we're going to have a good time here, even if I don't win all the matches as we adjust to this new meta. We'll get them. Clifftop Lookout, that's basically there for more lands and ramping, but if I face off against a deck that doesn't require Anger, or where Anger is useless, Clifftop in, Anger out, boom. Pretty straightforward right there. I was thinking about Fog, but I felt like Anger. Devastate all the creatures, and then I don't have to have multiple Fogs to survive multiple turns. If they have nothing, then I just naturally survive multiple turns with 1 thing to hate against it. I know, Alpine Moon is the way, I say. You could do Damping Sphere and stuff, but for this way to play Dinosaurs, I have my own lands that tap for multiple mana. So Damping Sphere, turning off the Sunken and the Castle, sometimes it's painful, a little bit too painful. Alpine Moon is 1 red. It's the colors I'm in, and because I'm going towards Alpine Moon, that kind of inspired me to also dust off Anger. If I'm in red, we'll go more red, lines up, same color, boom, get them, hopefully. But definitely Bloppa. We're going to keep an eye on Fog, potentially. Yeah, 1 green instant speed, prevent all combat damage, but facing off against some aggressive decks, it's not all creatures. Sometimes they just have burn spells, and then you just die from that. This the Explorer event, my fastest midweek magic thing. Actually, you know what? We'll try it. One quick game. We'll see how unlucky the opponent is. But yeah, some interesting decks. One brief tangent here before we get into the Mythic matches. I'm just kind of interested what I face because it is so completely different. People trying out, some for fun things in Explorer. Best of one, of course, with the hand smoothing algorithm. So that is also quite nice because there is no hand smoothing algorithm in best of 3. How does that change things? Oh, vampires. Huh. Well, that could be it, especially if I get a sunken. I didn't get a sunken, but I did need the 3rd source of green, as you can see in my hand there. 2 Archdruid's Charms, Castle Garenbrig. We're going to be getting that sunken next turn. Will we be able to survive? I think there's a pretty decent chance against this. It's not a crazy aggressive deck. A bunch of commons so far. That's good. That's good, but we gotta still be a little bit worried. Of course, this opponent did go first, but now technically I'm just way ahead. Next turn I'm going to make 7 after I drop that Cavern of Souls. We should be safe. It would be nice to play Vaultborn Tyrant. I imagine this opponent probably has some level of removal. Perhaps not the best stuff, just because... No. Just pirates. Pirates and vampires. Common pirates and vampires, I guess. Huh. Interesting. Very interesting. We'll see what we draw for the turn. If it is another land, I might just go straight towards Ghalta Stampede Tyrant. If it is, I mean, I would play Cavern of Souls plus... Okay, well, that's interesting. Now, the question becomes, will they kill me next turn? You got 6, 8. I think there's a pretty good chance they just won't be able to kill me. I'll live with just a little bit Archdruids for the final land that I need to play Ghalta, but they could have hand hate, and this might be a little embarrassing, unfortunately. As long as I live, they die. I hope. I didn't want to play Carnage Tyrant. I wanted to leave everything because I could only make 7. I want to use the Archdruids to grab the final mana I need for Ghalta to definitely lock things up. You went for coffee? Oh, good stuff. Good stuff. And being some midweek Magic event, I felt it was a decent chance that they wouldn't be able to kill me somehow, some way. It appears like my risk has paid off, and now they're definitely dead. There you go. Oh, I just wanted to try this out just quickly, just because it naturally went into the midweek Magic event. I was playing it before we started here, and let me do my math right. Yeah, I was playing it before it started here, so this is just what it defaulted to. And poof, done. Ugh. Ooh.
Dang! Oh.
Just a wee bit too slow. That's a bit of damage. Oh. But yeah, if anybody hasn't played the Midweek Explorer Magic event, because I always play Explorer, it's a natural fit. I don't usually get to use my dinosaurs in the Midweek Magic thing, so I had to take advantage of that opportunity. And yeah, it was interesting, to say the least. A lot of stuff I wouldn't normally face, but we'll get right into the matches now. I figured that one would be pretty quick, so let's see, was that the right one? Oh, no, that's not right. You can see it doesn't automatically default to something different. Traditional? Yeah, okay. We're good. We're into Mythic. No worries. I mean, there might be some worries. Watch me start off against Lotus Field, and then I have Anger of the Gods. I would not be angry, though. Well, you're going to have something potentially that might not be helpful in a specific matchup, which, brings up the question. Should you have anything that is really bad against some stuff, or should you just always start off with things that are, generally beneficial? Not super dead, not completely dead, not completely useless. Good stuff. Leave the Anger of the Gods always to the sideboard. Alpine Moon always to the sideboard. I don't know. Of course, if you're going to beat something aggressive, it's nice to beat it game 1 and then you have 2 more chances. Oh yeah. Lotus Field, sometimes maybe they just don't go off, and Lotus Field can be hurt pretty darn bad by one thing. Lotus Field takes time to kill you. Aggro does not, and I'd rather have Anger of the Gods, I think, at this point. It is interesting, though. I was finding quite a few opponents last night. Not so much anymore. The queue time has increased quite a bit. And I did face one Rakdos prowess aggro opponent twice in a row this evening. Not the most fun situation in the world, but that's partly what inspired me to just shift Topiary Stomper and Natali Primal Conqueror away, at least for now. Bringing a sweeper. Oftentimes I don't need and didn't need Topiary Stomper to grab that basic land. I will just continue to get there, and Natali Primal Conqueror certainly. Jaffer, how's it going? Hopefully all is well. If you're watching this back, oh boy, here goes nothing. A long wait it was. Jaffer, also a content creator, check him out if you haven't already. I think Jaffer's organizing a Pioneer Masters tournament. I wish I could play in it, but I don't think that's going to happen. Hopefully it's not a Lotus Field. Okay. This could be good. It's a lovely hand, as long as Sylvan Scrying goes off to grab another Sunken, but I might not. Oh, we got an interesting combo variation here. Certainly try for Sylvan, but I think this is, whatchamacallit, name's on the tip of my tongue. I forget. We'll see. Merfolk. Huh. I see blue, and it seems like Cavern of Souls might... Oh! Esper Greasefang, it appears. Or just Esper Midrange. Esper Control, something like that. I mean, if we get Ghalta next turn, that could be it. I'm going to go for Sunken right now, and we'll see what happens. I wanted to go with Archdruids to get the Sunken, just because I felt there was a potential of a counterspell. They were tapped out, take the opportunity to grab and do the thing I was always going to do. And know for certain that it wasn't going to be interrupted. Carnage Tyrant might just get sacrificed by, sadly, Shieldred's Edict. So, well, we'll see. But we're not dead yet. Of course, it isn't the most aggressive deck, so we've got a chance. Well, that's not you know who. Do I need multiple creatures? I think multiple creatures at the moment is probably the best. Just a bunch of stuff on the bottom to block. I'm really just looking to buy time. Get to Ghalta. I imagine Palani's is going to go down to somebody, but I have 2 dinosaur eggs to block. It's not nothing. I don't need to attack yet. 3 damage just from the token would not do too much. Ooh, Sheltered by Ghosts is good. Is very good. Fatal push probably on that dinosaur. I think so. I sense it. I'd be surprised if that didn't happen. Good, taking it out. I'm only on YouTube, Victor. Only YouTube. Losing Regisaur Alpha or the Carnage Tyrant, unfortunately. Vaultborn Tyrant. Now that is quite interesting. We do stabilize quite a bit. 2 left over for the Sylvan Scrying, and this could be a little bit problematic. Definitely Sylvan, just grab land, another cavern, but why not? Will we be safe? I think there is some ways maybe they could deal 10. I don't think so. Rafine is only going to 6, so that's not too bad. But you see the counter spells that the opponent has discarded. And Cavern of Souls, I forgot to mention, I have 2 copies, just because, well, there's lots of opponents with counter spells, not just Azorius Control. Oh, okay, this is good. I could get Ghalta. Well, I don't get Ghalta, but I got Carnage Tyrant. Do I like Carnage? I like Carnage Tyrant because it only costs 3. That doesn't mean a whole lot, but ooh, another Regisaur Alpha. Good stuff. Good stuff. Yeah, no, that's going to do it. We have no removal for Rafine, unfortunately. I was hoping that Ghalta would be in the top there, but Anger of the Gods, as I mentioned, unfortunately, completely useless against this. Clifftop Lookout, I have to think, if it was there instead of Anger, 100% would have been a delight. I feel Clifftop probably would have changed the scenario. Changed our chances, at least, for the better. No. Should I always keep Clifftop in? And I was saying that Topiary Stomper I felt maybe is a little bit better than Clifftop. I don't know. Perhaps they are kind of even. Clifftop grabs the land that is closest to the top, and that land could be a Sunken or a Castle Garenbrig, which really could completely change things. Topiary is only ever a basic land. So hopefully that hand is going to land to win, but definitely nice to see that Cavern. I feel so much better having 2 copies, because for a while it was only 1. Thoughtseize ripping Clifftop is it's okay. Still got 4 lands. I could draw a Commune, a Sylvan Scrying to grab Castle, Archdruids. Ooh. They must have some hand hate for the Clifftop, or a counterspell. Not. Oh, they must have a counterspell. I'm just naming Frog because, well, we'll find out what happens. I need to stick it. Oh, you thought it was going to name Dinosaur, perhaps. Boom, there's the castle.
Grant me revenge. And if you do not listen, then the hell with you.
So, Clifftop's a bit better than Topiary Stomper, I'll tell you that much. Just a touch. It's kind of cool when I talk about a card played and it does the exact thing that I was hoping it would do. Okay, Carnage Tyrant now, is that enough? It's got to scare away the Flood Pits, or even Sheoldred's Edict, which is nice. If they play it, I just sack the Clifftop as a sacrificial sacrifice. So I think Carnage Tyrant could stick around. At the very least, the Flood Pit's Drowner is never, ever going to be attacking anytime soon. Drop another Carnage Tyrant next turn, and things are looking pretty good for the stabilization angle.
Drivers, start your engines.
Yeah, Unholy Annex chipping away. You got a Vaultborn, Ghalta. Sadly, not the case. Well, we'll still play Carnage Tyrant. Get that Stomping Ground. Start attacking. Laying down the pain. 2 Carnage Tyrants has to be a little bit scary. Maybe there's a Sweeper. Sheltered by Ghosts, that's something. Still not too worried. A Back to Nature could be kind of nice, but Sheltered by Ghosts is just... I've seen it before, just in general, as pretty fantastic removal. It puts in a lot of work. But Vaultborn Tyrant also puts in a lot of work, especially when you can't counter it. Do you got a counter? No, that's okay. You do what you gotta do. I'll do what I gotta do. Oh boy. 7. Amen. I think they kill, even if, well, exile Vaultborn, I think. And then they would have enough to get the job done. Let's gain a bunch of life. Okay. Oh, Unholy Annex. That tends to do it. Exactly lethal. Good stuff. Good stuff. Well, Hopefully I get revenge. That's too bad. I'll get revenge. I'll get revenge. But I'll keep it the same. You know, one match, as I explained, anger, starting off with it. Good, not good. I don't change things after one match, even if perhaps it is a clear indication if I make the case myself. Keep it like it is. Live through the pain, live through the experience, and remember it all that much better. That hand, though, doesn't get much better. Pretty much perfect. Oh, you got some hand hate? Just throw your Thoughtseize or your Duress. I don't care. I'm getting there. I had to play it. That clip is classic. I have a couple laughing clips, but when the opponent duresses for 1 black and they don't get rid of anything, I only have lands and creatures. That's what it's all about. It doesn't get better. 6 turn 4, 7 turn 5, boom. I think we should be on track. Darius, watch out. Just a Mutavault chipping away. It's fine by me, I hope. Maybe they make me sacrifice it, hard to say. Do they have some more hand hate? I don't know. They don't have enough to get rid of both Vaultborns and T-Rex. I don't think. But I could see Carnage Tyrant going down to something. A lot of people may be packing the sacrifice stuff just to get rid of even Celestia Bogles or Celestia Enchantment Auras. The Glade Cover Scout. 1 for a 1/1 hexproof. Proves pretty painful. Quite painful. But you don't target it if you just make them sacrifice it, and well, then you're golden. Keep the Vaultborn Tyrant, maybe use that as the thing that blocks the unstoppable slasher. Basically, I just want some life. I want to draw. I want draw, because that means I'm getting closer to a land, closer to Ghalta, you name it. You know what, put the pressure. Maybe they trade, use removal on Vaultborn, that I don't have to block the slasher, get some damage in. We got a bunch of good stuff in my hand. Maybe if I was super flooded at this point and I wanted to preserve the creatures that I had out, perhaps I wouldn't. It's just nice that the slasher is not there for a few turns. I'm still playing something. Probably don't have 3 Thoughtseizes. I mean, it's all pretty bad stuff. 2 Archdruid's Charms as well. I could draw land, make 8 mana next turn, use one of the Archdruids to grab Ghalta, possibly. I would have 6 lands as well, if it enters untapped, so I could just cast both Archdruid's Charms, and oh, we'd be off to the races, folks. Well, you definitely go Vaultborn in this situation. Archdruids could have grabbed the land, put it out, but chances are we're going to be drawing into that land anyways by playing Vaultborn. Ooh, you killed it. Oh, shucks, man, that's some good stuff. Not so much. They might have another removal before this one. Oh, give me 12 life and 3 cards. Thank you very much. There's the land. Might as well be that Sunken. It always enters tapped, and now next turn I can make 10. And I could also use Stomping Ground, possibly sweep them if I was worried about the unstoppable slashers. So I guess in a sense, why'd you do that? Non-artifact creature, the only, okay. Yeah, that's fine by me. Huh, okay, I'll take it. Ah, shoot. I had to get rid of 1. Oh. I only draw... I got a second. Nuts. Man, this is good. Revenge. Super revenge. Okay. I'm flabbergasted. Maybe some of you guys aren't, but... Well, I don't need Anger of the Gods, I don't think. Sometimes all it takes is just going to be Clifftop Lookout. Play that on turn 3 to get a land. Clifftop, as long as it blocks the Unstoppable Slasher, that might just be enough to buy time. It doesn't trade with it, of course, but buy one turn of the Slasher hitting me and making me lose half my life. It's good. It's good. It's just nice, though. Starting off with a duress, they had to be pretty mad about that. Nothing to hit. But now, of course, that I know what the opponent is on, the amount of hand hate that they might have. Try and keep something maybe a little bit similar. At least with a bunch of lands. Possibly mulligan a little bit aggressively, too. Eventually. They have to wonder, they threw pretty much everything at me and it still didn't matter. I gained a boatload of life, drew a boatload of cards, and yeah, they're thinking about it. Ooh, okay, I was almost excited. I thought Palani's Hatcher was a Stomping Ground. That hand would have been perfect. One land, Commune to get the second, third, fourth. Would have been good. Would have been good. I think that's pretty good. Should be Regisaur or Palani's Hatcher. I guess Regisaur. Just because Palani's is multiple bodies. In this case, with the Unstoppable Slasher, I could see a couple scenarios where we might want to... Do I want to be greedy? Greedy, not greedy. You know what? We're going Vaultborn. I might be kicking myself if I grab that land. We could get flooded so quick. The drop of a hat. It's never a fun situation. Now, they haven't played any hand hate. I could go extra risky. Grab a land that isn't sunken because my turn 3 play is going to be Archdruids. Or we just died to Slasher on turn 3 and Bloodletter of Aclazots on turn 4. Oh boy. Okay, no, maybe we're good. At the very least, we're making 7 mana coming up. Oh, 7 mana, turn 4. Let's go. The Vaultborn Tyrant might be enough to stabilize if they have removal. As long as it's destroy based, I don't care. That's not too bad. It's going to be Vaultborn if I can. Should I get rid of Carnage Tyrant? It can't attack. You know what? I know it sounds crazy. I'm going to get rid of Carnage Tyrant. I might like Palani's Hatcher. I might like the haste potential of it down the line. I might need Palani's Hatcher because I draw... Oh, a Regisaur? Tiger? No. I might draw one of the other hasters, and I definitely want 2 of them. Because if the opponent is going to kill anybody, it's going to be one of the hasters. That is, getting me to attack. Oh boy. Well, hey, I sent the Carnage Tyrant to the bottom and I got one for the turn, so that's beautiful. Will they -2? Will they kill this and then -2 for the token of Vaultborn, the copy of it? I think at the very least I'm gaining 3 more life and drawing another card. I could draw into Ghalta. I'm going to be making 8 next turn, so if it's Ghalta, it might be all over. Yeah, I think they're going to use some removal. Ghalta, you can do it. Let's go. Let's have a nice flashy finish. The first one tonight. Can't fail to push it. Has a mana value of 7. Still, even though it's a token, it copied something that had a mana value of 7, so it still retains that. Maybe that's what they were thinking of doing. Or not. Just play another one. That's the best bet. Or they were waiting to kill somebody. Definitely kill that before this land, so... well, one less trigger. That's alright. That's alright. We should be getting Ghalta sometime now. We're past a quarter of the way through the deck, so you would imagine we'll see the first copy of Ghalta, the first of 4 copies. That's cool too. Where's Big G? The Queen, let's go. I just love making their removal feel so incredibly bad. Warms my heart. Eventually. Once they kill it. Or they're just going to wait again, but at the very least, I think Tyrranax Rex should be safe next turn. Hopefully. I might test the waters with Carnage Tyrant, see if they have Sheoldred's Edict. It was kind of a situation 2 nights ago. You could play Carnage on turn 4 or T-Rex. T-Rex of course could connect, but if they have mana up, they would play Sheoldred's Edict. So you might as well get it burnt on the Carnage Tyrant instead. And then still connect with Tyrranax Rex later on down the line, which is going to do more damage down the line. Connect that turn, that sort of thing. Eventually. I think we might be connecting with a win. I guess so. Huh. I'll just play T-Rex. I think they went AFK. Maybe they're mad they're losing to dinos. They're mad that removal is ineffective. That's not supposed to be the case. That's not fair. Oh. Hey, you're ramping, but you're only ramping with land, so I can't kill the creatures that you were trying to ramp with. That's not fair. I think they might be raging a bit. The odd time, I rage. It might not seem like it. My rage is perhaps not what you guys imagine as rage, but I don't know. I've said it a couple times before, but it keeps me motivated. You can turn the motivation into success, betterment, whatever you want to call it, or you can let it beat you down. Or you can get better and start beating other people up. Not in real life, just on arena. Okay. Just a classic, good example of Vaultborn value. That's what we'll call it. Doesn't get much more value than that. Hanataro. Feels like a name I've heard before. Might have faced before. I've seen that hand before, and that hand is a keep. As long as it... Did I just press something bad? I pressed my keyboard, and I was hoping I didn't do something that made the stream end. Huh. Interesting. Oh, I think I went into full control. That's what happened. Okay. Definitely Commune. Search for the Sunken. No, we don't find a Sunken, but definitely a Ghalta. We're on track for a Carnage Tyrant, followed by T-Rex, followed by Ghalta. Is it going to be too little, too late? Hard to say. It might just be regular Rakdos Midrange, which is, of course, one of the best, pretty much. I have to imagine maybe Carnage Tyrant is going to stabilize enough, or they just make us sacrifice it, sadly. You can see, actually, right then, Anger of the Gods would have been pretty much perfect. I would have saved myself taking 5 damage. I would have taken out both those creatures. Kind of have to lean a little bit more into Anger. They might make the mistake of getting rid of Regisaur, thinking it's the next thing coming up when it's really Carnage Tyrant. But this person is Mythic. 339. I think they know what's going to happen. Carnage Tyrant is gone. If they do the math, they know. Oh, okay, maybe that could be good. Arcfiend of the Dross. Okay, well that does tend to do the trick. We're not going to be... I don't imagine we're going to be outdoing them. We'll still play Carnage Tyrant, but... An Archdruid maybe would get rid of Arcfiend, but no, that would not save us in this moment. Yeah, that Anger would have been pretty sweet. I don't even have a source of red now, so you can see how it's kind of a bit of a conundrum. More sources of red. At least one mountain, perhaps, but then you run into the painful scenario of not being able to cast Archdruids. 2 Cavern of Souls and 1 mountain is getting a little bit into troublesome territory. Quite troublesome. Unholy Annex, maybe. Oh, but Tide Harvester. No, we're not winning that one. No siree. Definitely taking out Anger of the Gods 100%. I think at the very least tonight, folks, I'm proving the case of starting off with Clifftop. Starting off with good, stable, general things that support your plan, and then they bring in the sweeper. Know when to mulligan aggressively, you know what you're facing, so you know what you should be using against it, and you'll get them. Hopefully. Could be other sweepers though, colorless sweepers, Ratchet Bomb. Something on my mind, an artifact for 2. When it enters, you can tap and put a charge counter on it, and then you can tap and sacrifice it later, destroying all non-land permanents equal to the number of charge counters that were on it. That's not going to do it either. No lands to 1. Oh, okay. Found the keep. Now, the question is... Yeah, forced to the bottom. Forced in Ghalta, I guess. You know what? I kind of want to keep Ghalta. Send T-Rex. Let's go big, go home. And what is the rule? What is the rule? Turn Commune into something that can't be discarded, which is a land. Oh, look. What happened? Huh. Commune with Dinosaurs, I think, would have definitely been gone. But again, we get another Commune. We're on track for good mana, but... Let's get a forest. Let's get a forest. I think they'll still have some hand hate. They could have. They probably would have always played the Blood Tithe Harvester there, but... Maybe if it was a Carnage Tyrant, something that it would play on this turn 4 coming up. Might have grabbed that instead. Ooh. Maybe I should have grabbed that Vaultborn. Good they got rid of the duress. Ugh. Oh, well, it's good I didn't grab the Vaultborn, because I would have lost the Vaultborn. Would have still had the Palani's Hatcher, though. Huh. Could play just about anything. Certainly don't need a Clifftop Lookout. Hopefully it doesn't put too many good things to the bottom. Ooh. It put a Tyrranax Rex to the bottom. That is going to be a wee bit rough. Of course, I am completely flooded. Clifftop, I did not need. whatsoever. More often than not, it seems like I don't need the cliff top, but that's a discussion for another time. Yeah, no, that's gonna... Not getting it there. Not getting it there. Kind of interesting that my lands changed to Golgari. Castle Garenbrig, Sunken Citadel. It must just be some sort of visual glitch. Yeah, maybe it's a little bit karma for that painful mono black matchup. Okay. I gotta say, it's kind of nice there's been no Rakdos aggro, but also, like I mentioned, Lotus Field, a flash in the pan for a day. People learned they didn't really like it, and they went back to the tried and true favorites. Some of the tried and true favorites. Maybe this is going to be the all-time record. 2 minutes and 30 seconds. That's my bet. Maybe we should have a prize. If somebody guesses it exactly. Yeah. Some games are disappointing. Some are not. Hard to avoid. And sometimes there is nothing you can do. Sometimes there is. It's good to evaluate at least a little quickly. Sometimes you know exactly what you should have done. You make a mistake even if you've... Oh, hand attack. Yeah, cool. Yeah, that's cool. Facing the same opponents back to back. Lot of fun. A lot of fun. Hooray. Oh, well, I know I don't need Anger of the Gods. At least I know what this opponent is on in game 1. Of course, Sylvan Scrying is going to be grabbing that Castle Garenbrig. I mean, I'm super duper flooded. There's so much big stuff. There is such an incredible chance to be getting that big thing. I would imagine by turn 4, we'll have it. Hopefully. Maybe. The midweek event, absolutely. Just because the midweek Magic event is best of 1, the hand smoothing algorithm, the background things that happen in best of 1 with an opponent's deck, or well, with every deck when it's shuffled, it doesn't sit right with me. Yeah. Sometimes it's not for everybody. You can easily get burnt out. No, let them Thoughtseize away one of the Archdruids. I got 3. They can't really hurt me at this point, which is pretty good. Something big. Anything big. I can play any creature in the deck other than Ghalta coming up. I really do hope for a Vaultborn. That would completely change our fortunes. Ghalta, no more lands. Don't do it. That changed my fortunes. Huh. Well, how about that? Anger of the Gods put in the work. Commune for something good. Hope they don't have a Thoughtseize. I like a T-Rex. Bing bang. Boom. Okay, that's not so bad. Is it going to help us? The Archfiend of the Dross, not so much. Not so much. Yeah, it doesn't really matter at this point. No winning with that one. Okay, well, Anger of the Gods I'll take out, because yes, it did help a bit, but no. It does quite a bit. Can be rough, for sure. Nah, that's alright. I've faced off against worse stuff. I would have quit a long time ago if things really bother me. The painful moments like this, if they really bothered me, man, that hand could be lovely. Again, stomping, you turn it into hopefully a Castle Garenbrig, but a land that can't be discarded. Sunken is okay-ish, you know, on a bit on the slow side, I would think. We do lose Archdruid's Charm. That would have been nice eventually to get to. Oh, well.
Bazinga!
Yeah, that's what you get. You want to duress my Archdruids? I'll get another one right off the top. Revenge. Oh, never mind. Ooh, that's a wee bit painful. It's kind of rough. Guess it was a little bit premature to get so excited to have my replacement. And we could just be dead. Well, maybe not. Clifftop can block the slasher, so if they play Blood Lair of... Oh, we got... Okay. Oh, boy. Oh, yeah. Do it. Let's go. You might be dead. You might be dead. Good stuff. Yeah. Don't worry. Arcfiend of the Dross. Do it. Ooh, Fable. No Thoughtseize. You have one black? Oh. There it is. Finally. Phew. You can't fail to push Carnage Tyrant or Regisaur Alpha.
You have no power here.
There we go. Yeah. Glad I got revenge at least once. Of course, I would hope to smoke them in total for the match. It is always interesting playing around the potential hand hate that they might have. Oh, the frog. I know. Maybe I was too hot for Topiary Stomper. But Topiary, keep in mind, it is a dinosaur. Commune could grab it, even though that point is not very applicable. But it's a dino, 4 power, could trigger Vaultborn. Also not the most applicable. That I like. I've kept hands like that before because I don't have those early ramping spells. No Sylvan or Archdruids. With their first piece of hand hate, I wouldn't lose anything too bad. There you go. There you go. I would imagine there is a very good chance to draw one of 12 things. 1 of 4 Commune, 1 of 4 Sylvan, or 1 of 4 Archdruid's Charms. Just like that. Let's hope it sticks around. Oh boy. Unholy Annex is not too bad. Oh, the cliff top. No, it's 100%. Archdruid's Charm. We're getting to Vaultborn next turn. Actually, if we got Ghalta, it would be all over. It's always fun when I get to do that. Once a night, at least. Of course, we still could be all over. Anyways, Vaultborn Tyrant helps us stabilize a wee bit. Ghalta? Come on. Well, it's not Ghalta. We're not 100% dead, but it is going to be quite close. Hopefully they kill it, draw into Ghalta, or Ghalta is too... one below the thing on the top, so I draw that when they kill this, gain some life. As long as they don't have exile-based removal, I think we're safe for the moment. At the very least, I think we're only taking 6 from Arcfiend. We lose 2 life when they kill one of our creatures, or just when one of our creatures dies, so we don't go up a crazy amount in the life department. But playing the other Vaultborn next turn, I would gain a total of 6 life. I think it's looking good. Okay, it's not looking good. Well, that's not Ghalta. 6 flying. Let me think. 6, 7, 8, 9. I know, the Archfiend and that demon there. Okay. I might have something. Palani's Hatch we don't play. Oh, lots of stuff blocking, plus Clifftop. I think they'll have removal for Clifftop, but if they don't, that's going to be good. Clifftop to block one of those things maybe would help. But I don't think it's going to help. I'm sure they'll have removal for Clifftop, so we're dead to all the flying stuff. Hornet Queen definitely helps in this situation, though. I'd be surprised if Clifftop lived. 6, 8. No, I'm pretty sure we're drained with the Unholy Annex there. 2. Yeah, no, that's still it. Unfortunately. Well, hopefully I don't face this opponent a third time in a row. Might have to dust off the Hornet Queen. Might have to do a live deck tweaking a little bit. Okay. Thought I made my token first, but well, that's all right. Maybe the third time's a charm when I face this opponent for the third time in a row. Unfortunately. Oh, folks, this is the best thing of the night. I got the final gems that I needed. 20. Guess I already have the playset of Cryptic Coat. That's what happens if you have a playset of a rare or a mythic. Your reward, individual card reward, they give you gems instead. That got me to 3,415, so I can get the Mastery Pass. You know what? Even though it has been a wee bit rough, that's okay. That's okay. We're going to get a bunch of stuff right here. A lot of stuff. You get all the things where... Oh, wait. I didn't want to set those as D. Oh, no. I have to go back and change that. 1 second. But you get a lot of free stuff. If you haven't... all the levels that you've gained. That's what I'm saying. Might as well open up a few packs. Yeah. But definitely, the work that the Clifftop Lookout has done. It is good. Nothing too much here. Move through it pretty quick and then we'll jump right back into the matches. On rare wild card. I don't really need too much. I have 14 rare wild cards and 4 mythics at the moment, so there's nothing really that's jumping out at me right now that I absolutely have to try. Something will probably pop up though. You're not leveling up? Hey, that's alright. Oftentimes I skip over a Mastery Pass as I build up the gems a little bit. I haven't bought gems in quite some time, but I guess I probably need to buy them for Ether Drift. For anybody that hasn't seen their kind of going through races on 3 different worlds or something. Anyways, one of those worlds that they're racing in is Muraganda. And one of the creature types of Muraganda is dinosaurs. We're going to be getting a whole lot more dinosaurs, I hope. It might be dinosaur vehicles or something like that, but yes, the next set, Ether Drift. I'm pretty sure it's the next set. Something like that. We should be getting a bunch of dinos. Maybe not as many as I would hope for, just because they have to give some love to all the other areas where the races are happening, the 2 other worlds, other creature types. Yeah, maybe about 10 or so. But these creatures might be vanilla. Muraganda is known for a vanilla land. Flintstone car. Scorpion. 100% with Ether Drift. Maybe there's going to be a Flintstones secret lair. Yeah. Anything's possible now. We got Marvel, Doctor Who, Doctor Strange, Bonkers McGoo. Bonkers McGoo. What did Bonkers McGoo do to the algorithm to be paired up against me? I mean, hopefully I don't lose. Maybe I should just delete my account and start off from the beginning. I'll click on the "You have never played" part just to give myself a easy breezy time. It's an easy breezy hand to keep though, but Bonkers McGoo, is this their first rank match? What is going on? Huh. Well, if this is very painful, Bonkers McGoo, I apologize. It's not my fault. It's the algorithms. Wail of the Forgotten. Bonkers McGoo might be wailing if I wail on them and take him down in one massive swing. Yeah, see what Commune gets. I could have gone Sylvan, but okay, well, that's what it's going to be. Yeah, Regisaur Alpha. I have a Carnage and T-Rex, so we're fine. Either I got the Sunken and I played it as my land for the turn, or next turn I use Sylvan to get and play another Sunken. Either way, we're on track for 7 mana on turn 4. Reanimator deck. I guess it is. Maybe it is. Huh. I'm not too worried because there's Fatal Push. But Bonkers McGoo, Bronze, they got a lot of sweet lands. So that does make me a little bit worried. I hope they don't have a counter spell for one. Oh, Stubborn Denial. Oh no, that's not good. That's rough. I would have easily played Cavern of Souls first and had one to, pay for the tax. That's not good. Sultai Delve. Huh. Well, this is good. Fortunately, we salvaged something. Boom. Played someone big. They only have a 3/3. Not too bad. Not too bad. We're recovering. Phew. Yeah, I thought it was kind of Reanimator, but this is Delve. So they mill a bunch of stuff and then they can exile cards from their graveyard to make the card they're casting cost less. Oh man, that's beautiful. I think they're in for a world of pain. Yeah, I know. I'm surprised I haven't seen it before, but it does completely rely on the graveyard, so you have to imagine it's a somewhat easy strategy to hate out against. Oh, shoot, they Fatal Pushed the token. Oh, nuts, man. Oh, why would they do that? How am I ever going to win? They used the best piece of removal in the format. I can't possibly win now. Oh, Neoform. Oh, there's Sultai Neoform. Okay. I know it is a bronze opponent, but we have to be very worried. Sultai Neoform. I'll just play another Regisaur Alpha. I like that. Keep up the hasty potential. If they have one piece of removal, it's still going to be quite aggressive onto the opponent. Yeah, that's what you get. I'm going to see if they have Neoform in the graveyard, and I'll explain it a little bit for people that are not aware. So Neoform is 1 green and a blue. They sacrifice a creature and they search their library for a creature with a mana value equal to their mana value or the sacrifice creature's +1. So they mill a bunch, get tons of stuff in the graveyard, play something that costs 6 ahead of schedule. They might be able to play it on turn 3 because they exile so much to reduce the cost. And then they go Neoform for a green and a blue, sacrificing a creature that was casted for cheap but still costs 6. They get a search for a creature that has a mana value of 7. And then that creature with a mana value of 7 is a Traxa. We got that information. However, don't really need Anger of the Gods, I don't think. Some of the Delve creatures, they don't have 3 toughness. They are more than Anger of the Gods. Bigger than Anger of the Gods. There's the monkey. The trampling monkey that has Delve. I think that's a 4/4. Reanimator with extra steps. Yeah. Why not just dump everything in the graveyard and then go Zombify for 3 and a black? That does seem like it would be a better thing. Thoughtseize is going to be rough. I knew, even in the face of Thoughtseize, things would be pretty good with those 4 lands that I have there. Oh, best of one. More like best of done. Many opponents would be done. The Ghalta on top is nice. It's just nice to have the queen, the potentially best thing you can do. I don't have to worry about searching for it, maybe with Archdruid's Charm. And oh, that's good. They just milled some lands into the graveyard. Lovely. The Vaultborn on top, that's getting into the realm of perfect. As long as Archdruid's Charm stays there. Now, yeah, I guess the opponent got rid of Carnage Tyrant. I just assumed that Archdruid's was going to be gone, which it is now. No, it's not. Huh. Okay. Or they have another Thoughtseize. What are they doing for 1 green or 1 black? Oh, okay, that. I'll go with Archdruid's Charm again. They might not have Neoform. They might not be sacrificing the Sultai, whatchamacallit, but they are tapped out. We know they have counter spells, so I might as well grab what I want to grab. Grab the most important thing and know that I'm not going to be interrupted. Thoughtseize is problematic. It's going to get rid of Vaultborn, not Tyrant. They just didn't cast it. Huh. Must have Neoform. Get an attack off with the Scavenger and then get a Traxa. Oh my goodness, they have Neoform. Whoever would have guessed? I mean, they're tapped out. I don't have to worry about any removal they have, but there is the Zombify. So it's Sultai Delve with also Zombify. This is like supercharged. Super duper charged. A Vaultborn Tyrant is still there. A Traxa does not kill us in 1 hit, and a Traxa is not attacking this turn. So I play this. They don't have any removal in their hand. Doesn't seem so bad. I hope. I might still just be able to kill him. If I can go off with Ghalta next turn. I got Cavern of Souls, so I don't have to worry about any potential counterspell. Huh. Morph card. Oh, yeah. I don't know. It is interesting, though, what the opponent is doing. It's hard to say, because they know I have 1 Regisaur, and they know I have Cavern, so it is going to... Oh, wow. I have to imagine that's it. Apologies, Bonkers, McGoo, but this is what I do.
I'm the best there is at what I do, but what I do isn't very nice.
Boom. It's looking great, and then it's looking like absolute death. That's why I have multiple Ghaltas. Sometimes you have one, put another one out. Maybe Bonkers McGoo is thinking my deck is extra bonkers, but this is absolute blasphemy, as I mistakenly clicked on the avatars and the card styles when I redeemed the Mastery Pass. I forgot. I need to change that back. This is wrong. I need my dinosaur card sleeves, the dinosaurs who conquered all, or whatever it's called. Dinosaurs walk the earth. Yeah, where's the rock? Pet rock. It's definitely the best. Might have to scroll a little bit. Somewhere here. Oh, okay. Dinosaurs ruled the earth. There we go. There we go. Very, very satisfying indeed. Oh, okay. They were all shadowed out, so I didn't see Timmy, the power gamer. Oh, who doesn't love the rock pet? My daughter loves it. Whenever she sees me playing it on my phone, she wants to tap the rock pet. I have to tell her to be kind of careful so she doesn't misclick and maybe put out a land I don't want to. Sylvan Scrying grabs a basic forest. That could happen. That would be rough. But I have played this opponent before. Higgs Daruma. That hand's not going to beat anybody. That might start to. One mulligan. Okay, well, we got to something good. We'll send the costliest stuff to the bottom, maintain the most... Oh, Leyline Axe shenanigans. Okay, this could be Knights. Knights, yes. Mono Red Knights, Fervent Champion is painful. They get to slap a little bit of explanation perhaps here. Very aggressive stuff. So, Fervent Champion. Equip abilities you activate that target it cost 3 less to activate. So that meant Leyline Axe, the equip cost was 0. So they were able to attach it the turn it entered. This has double strike, trample, and haste. It could just be dead. Can't really beat that unless you have some nice instant speed removal. Now it's getting a counter on it with NT's ability. This is aggressive stuff. Not sure what I would rather face more. Maybe Rakdos Prowess. Yeah, it might be that. I mean, I could use Archdruids potentially to have... Yeah, no, don't win. Don't win. I guess I should have kept Anger of the Gods. That's going to be pretty good. Do I like Clifftop as well? I think we just need Anger, and that's going to be the thing. The great equalizer. Oh, lovely. Now the problem becomes Sunken. It doesn't have to be chosen as green. Nah, I'm going to choose red. Oh boy, strap yourselves in. This could be painful. I want to make sure, without a doubt, I'm getting my 2 sources of red. But now, of course, sadly, we don't need Carnage Tyrant. I don't have my 3 sources of green, so you can see where it kind of gets into slightly awkward territory. Of course, if I kept Sunken as green and got to 3 green and just ramped, I would mostly be dead to whatever the opponent is doing. Now it is pretty nice. I can go, oh hey, Castle Garenbrig, lovely. Of course, hopefully I'm still alive, but play Castle next turn, followed by Anger, and smoke every creature they have. Thumbs up. Fortunately, it was not as explosive as the previous game, so we've bought ourselves time. I think it's pretty straightforward here. Just wreck every creature they have. Do it, and don't look back. Play Vaultborn next turn, and I would imagine we stabilize enough. If one thing beats me up too much, eventually I'm going to bring something in I'm going to hate against them, and I'm going to make them wish they never face me. I got something that deals 3 damage. Watch me not care. I hope. You're going to deal 3 damage to it. Cool. You can quit anytime now. If you get to stabilize, if you get a chance to play another Vaultborn, just do it, lock it up. They're not getting through this. There you go. Toast. You're going to deal 22 to me without any creatures? Not really. I won't even play the Regisaur Alphas. We'll be a little nice. Not completely,
Ruthless aggression.
Okay. Well, we know what we need. Of course, now they know we have a sweeper, so would they, play around that conservatively? Perhaps, but I got revenge on this particular opponent, which I have faced before. Not today. Hasn't been the scenario of the same opponent back to back, but it's just good, very good, to get that kind of revenge. I love it. Ooh, I love that too. I don't have an Anger of the Gods, so the Sunken probably should be green. I'll see what I draw though. Yeah, we're choosing green just in case. Commune with Dinosaurs, very likely. Excuse me, it's going to get another source of red. Fortunately, no Leyline Axe. Fine by me. Maybe another Sunken? No? Not another Sunken, but it might as well be that commercial district. Always enters tapped. I got plenty of good go. I don't need a Ghalta on top, but I have plenty of good creatures. If I get an Archdruid's Charm next turn, that might be fast enough. Fear of missing out and Screaming Nemesis are not super bad. Hopefully they don't pump their stuff up too much. Things can go south pretty quick, but this is just a lot of creatures, so it seems like there's a decent chance. Guess I might just have a bit of removal, unfortunately. Huh. Something up their sleeve. Yeah, don't worry. I'm not blocking the Screaming Nemesis. I know what happens when it's dealt damage. Now, I think they will add instant speed, ping the Nemesis to deal damage to me, and then stop me from gaining life. Oh, they don't. Oh, they do. Okay. That is problematic. We basically lose on the spot, sadly. We've got a lot of big creatures, but they could have the whatchamacallit, Lightning Helix. And then they finish me off with some other burn spell. Yeah, that's nuts. That is not. Maybe I should use Screaming Nemesis myself. Huh. I've tried Screaming Nemesis maybe just when it was released, but and they bring it back. I can't block or else I die, but if I don't block, I die. So you just die. They finish me off with the damage right from the Screaming Nemesis, or I block and 6 damage or 7 damage is dealt to it, and then they do that damage to me and you still die. Caught between a rock and a hard place. Yeah. Oh, well, there's a little bit of a wait. Maybe it's going to be that opponent again. At the very least, I know I have Anger of the Gods to help smoke them. Most of their creatures, at least. Two minutes, that's my bet. 2 minutes. Could probably go make a coffee. Nah. Too late for a coffee at this point. Oh, it's past midnight, my goodness. I don't know. Maybe we'll make this the last match. We'll see. See how I'm feeling. Boy, I think it's gonna happen. Same opponent. Oh, it's not the same opponent. Good stuff. Good stuff. I guessed it. It is true. It's never too late for coffee. Oh, it's never too late to keep a hand like that. Now this is the Phage avatar. A black creature, so maybe not. Definitely go with Commune, see if we get Castle or Sunken. Well, we don't get a Castle or a Sunken. I would like a T-Rex. I already have 2 Vaultborn Tyrants, but they didn't counter the one Commune, the first one. So, grab a Castle. Good. On track. Maybe we get an Archdruid's Charm next turn, and then we increase the chance of possibly making 8. Maybe the last match. We'll see. The Phage card is definitely quite nutty indeed. I did send one Archdruids to the bottom, unfortunately. With that. Oh, this is interesting. I mean, it's not super interesting. It's Izzet Phoenix, but yeah. Yeah, Scorpion. Nutty card. Okay. Yeah. Hopefully they don't get oh, they got a second bird in the graveyard. This is going to be a little problematic. Sunken next turn would be ideal. I guess it's not a sunken next turn. Our chances, folks, they have sunken. Yeah. It is interesting, though. Various cards that they print, sometimes they have that clause where you have to cast it. Sometimes they don't. You wonder what goes through their heads. Oh, this is weak enough that we can put an enter the battlefield trigger on it instead of the if you cast it clause. It could be an interesting debate for a lot of recent powerful cards that probably have caused many people pain. Yeah. You don't come back from that. We were about to be hit for 9. Well, then 9 again. I wasn't even on track to play any creature there, but Anger of the Gods, 100%, it can help. The Arclight Phoenixes, they would be exiled. They would never come back, but if I'm in a position to hit multiple Phoenixes, I would have been hit by them. It just doesn't feel quite right. I have to wait until they eventually maybe do something. When I could just go cliff top, get there sooner, faster, get ahead, possibly get extra ahead, grabbing a castle or a sunken. Yeah, that's happens to everybody, happens right now. Okay, well, I'm gonna keep that. As some of you may have seen, I've come back from worse. Of course, this is Phoenix. Technically, we're looking at 2 lands with the Sunken and Commune. Fortunately, they played their Source of Blue, so I don't have to worry about a Spell Pierce. Another Sunken. Always enters tapped. Castle Garenbrig might have been nice, but again, Sunken. Always tapped. If I get another land that is a source of green, we're looking okay. Oh my good. Oh. My good luck charms. You said no lands, and poof. All of a sudden, next turn, at the very least, I'm making 6. And they only have 1 Phoenix. Oh, that was good. I guess this match does count. Huh. Maybe. Oh, you can't use Phage as a commander. Huh. I don't really play commander too much. I've faced some of you guys in Brawl before, over the years. Maybe I should do that again sometime. I think we could be seeing that 1 Phoenix. At the very least, 3 damage is not anything too scary. That's a pretty cool recovery, though. If I draw another land next turn, it could be all over. I would play it, plus Archdruids would grab the other one. We just have to survive. Well, that's not another land. We'll go with Archdruids, absolutely. Commercial District. We see what's on top. If it's a land, we're good. If it's not, Send it to the bottom. Increase the chances of top decking death and destruction. Oh, that is true. That is true. I didn't even realize that. I thought it was just kind of some sort of rule that they made, but yeah, that is pretty crazy. It actually can't be a commander. Huh. That's okay. Another 3, not too bad. Treasure Cruise is a little bit rough, but they're not getting a bunch of Phoenixes this turn. I don't think. I hope not. Commander into your hand. What would be good? Dead coming up? Let's go. Technically next turn, we will make 8. Gain some life, stabilize a bit. Good. Oh, get another. Ooh, yeah. Okay, we just have to live. No Prof's Addictic Memory. Don't put a bunch of counters on the Arclight Phoenix that is out already. As long as that doesn't happen, as long as they do their main thing of having to cast spells on their turn. Oh boy. If they get 3 Phoenixes, we're safe. All 4 Phoenixes, we're still safe. That's only 12 damage. It definitely is going well. But if there's a Prof's Addictic Memory, we could just be done. Toast. Done. Would they have a counter spell? That's the question. Huh. Into the Floodmaw. Thanks. Does not hurt me. It doesn't do much. Okay, they're still dead. It's pretty cool because I can say good game now. Because I know it's good game. Because I know they're dead. That's what I do. Too slow. See you later, buddy. Ah, shucks. He just couldn't quite get it done. Darn. There we go. Okay. Yeah, it is a pretty cool race though. I don't have to worry too much about the removal. It really only, as usual, is the Palanis or the Regisaur. I play one, Lightning Axe, 5 damage, takes out the one Regisaur. If I don't attack with everybody that turn, they kill me next turn with their flying creatures. Ton of haste, very, very good in this matchup. But they also have bouncing spells. Oh! Gonna time the explosion just right. Just boom. I think that was pretty good. Yeah, I guess this match does count. Alright, keep it as is. As some of you know, I don't do much of anything and don't really do much of anything against Phoenix. I just try to beat him up as I can. At least it's often enough for me. Of course, many opponents are used to their opponents bringing in graveyard hate against their Izzet Phoenix decks, and then they kind of transition or change stuff up, but that hand does not really need to be changed. Commune digs for castle. We already have a sunken in 4 lands. We're laughing. I would say we're laughing. We're in a pretty good position. I mean, it was a pretty bad position the previous game, but at least I know Commune won't get countered. Castle, castle, castle. Ooh, it's no castle. Should it be a land? I don't think so. We're going to grab Ghalta. 1 more Castle Garenbrig means I make 7. An Archdruid could completely change it. As we've seen sometimes tonight, I've gotten flooded. I would rather have a Ghalta that could be the deciding factor if I drop it when I get to 8 mana, which is what this deck is all about. I'd be kicking myself if I grabbed a forest instead of Ghalta. If I only had the 2 lands, I'd grab the other forest, but I have 2 in my hand. So I think it's worth it. No Phoenix, no Phoenix, no Phoenix. Oh, still no Arclight Phoenix and no Profs. This is good. This is good. Probably going to be at least one here. Treasure Cruise for 2. Huh. I'll take it. You don't always see that. A Treasure Cruise for 2. Drawing their land for the turn. Play that, plus 2 spells that cost 1. Getting a Phoenix, I bet. Probably. Oh, what did I ask Santa Claus for? I asked Santa Claus for a Castle Garenbrig. That's what I asked Santa Claus for. I bet it's going to be a Profs. Hopefully not. A Castle Garenbrig next turn would certainly help us out. We're over a quarter of the way through the deck, so on track for getting our first castle. Cross the fingers. Cross your claws that they don't play Profs here, because that Ledger Shredder is about to get pretty darn big. A little bit too big for my liking. So I do have some counterspell. Huh. Mystical Dispute. Not too worried about that. Nope, the first Phoenix. Okay, we're at least being hit for 5. If they do Profs, we're mostly dead. Be down to... Okay, good. Phew. Oh, another Phoenix. Okay, well... Just the Vaultborn potentially next turn is not going to save us from this scenario. Probably not. It could. Yeah, no, we're not winning that. No siree. Oh. One more match. I'm feeling good. I'm always feeling good. Even when the pain continues to be dealt. Yeah, I think I'll switch Anger and Clifftop around. Honestly, I'm quite surprised to not have faced a Lotus Field. No castle for bad kids, yeah. Ho ho ho. Boo hoo. Shucks. Bah humbug. I didn't get my castle. Maybe next year. Maybe I'll get my full art, near mint, foil Castle Garenbrig. Extended art, I guess. With Eldraine, that was the first, I think, instance of collector boosters and extended art stuff. So the foil Castle Garenbrig from Eldraine, it's pretty expensive. Lump of coal. Yeah, a lump of coal for the Phoenix opponent. Maybe this Phoenix opponent, if it's the same Phoenix opponent. Okay, well, maybe not. Only a minute, that's pretty good. Oh, it's the same Phoenix opponents. Hooray. Hoo-hoo. Tons of fun. At the very least, it's kind of funny. We'll call it funny. We can call it whatever you want. Oh, lump of coal. I'm getting the lump of coal here. This is... Well, it happens. There's not a 0% chance of that happening. Okay, that's definitely the one. Send Carnage Tyrant to the bottom. There's Gross, and then there's no lands and... what was that, 3 Palani's Hatchers or 4s? I don't know. I didn't think about it too much. You don't have to think about a hand like that. You don't want to think about a hand like that. But this one, much better. Will they sadly spell pierce my Commune? Well, hopefully not. Good, they don't. Get a sunken, beautiful stuff. Now we're on track for big deadly things. Could it possibly anger of the gods, the Ledger Shredder? Maybe. I guess they don't get a Ledger Shredder. I think I'm getting revenge. I can sense it here. Oh, big time. 7 mana turn 4. That's what is going to be happening. Artist Talent turn 3. Oh, yes, please, do it. Now they could have Disdainful Stroke. Some Phoenix opponents have it. Oh no, it's not another Phoenix deck. It is literally the same Phoenix opponent. I wasn't even joking because this scenario has happened before. It is the exact same opponent that I just faced. At the very least, I'm making 7 next turn, and they have stumbled in this first game here, so...
Grant me revenge. And if you do not listen, then the hell with you.
As long as they don't counter Vaultborn, I think we're safe. I think we're safe. Yeah. Oh, it's kind of cool. It's like a small community. You face the same people. I mean, you always hope to win. Doesn't always happen. Yeah, with that Cavern of Souls, that lock things up, I think. Oh, and it was done. Good game. I don't know. When you get right to the top, there's not so many people. Just how it goes. But we're getting revenge. If they barf all their mana, if they use up all their mana, as they usually do, they're dead next turn. I mean, they might bounce or kill Palani's, but if they're completely tapped out, they're completely dead. That's what it's all about. They might bounce Vaultborn, but again, that doesn't really matter. 2 more, well, 2 are coming down. We're going to gain a bunch of life. We're going to stabilize. So they have played their land for the turn. If they use up that last one, we'll throw out the good game and get to game 2. Continue that revenge. Use that mana. Do it. See how much I care. Boom.
Yes.
They'll kill plays, but it doesn't matter. I've gained so much life. They've effectively lost. Killer Bouncer. Look at that life gain. We knew that was going to happen. Yeah, just keep gaining it. There's no way, no possibility that they would be dealing 38 next turn. Okay, well, Anger of the Gods again. We'll trim it and bring the good old cliff top. Revenge against bee bears. It's coming. I mean, I'm almost tempted to maybe play another match after this and see if the absolute unthinkable crazy happens. The same opponent 3 times in a row. If 2 is hard to believe, it's like we're doing a friendly tournament match, best of 3. But that's not the case. Yeah. At the very least, this opponent knows they have to be on point. If they're not, they're going to be dealt a lot of points, pointy teeth, from all the dinos chomping on their life total. Have to be at least a little bit worried. Okay. Not sure what clip I'll play if I get him here. Oh, I know. I got the perfect one. It's from Angry Birds there, the eagle. I'm facing a deck that features birds. That'd be perfect. This hand could be mostly perfect. Sunken in a forest. 3 chances to draw the 3rd land, or to draw Sylvan, or to draw Commune to dig for the 3rd land. You get the idea. A very good possibility of the Archdruids. It definitely could. Or you could start off against something that is not good against certain things, and folks, what did I say? 3 chances to get a land, Commune, Sylvan, to get the 3rd mana, to play the cliff top, but now I have Archdruids, and now we could be on track. 8 mana turn 4. If I draw another land next turn or the turn after, done. Oh boy, we just have to live. Land next turn or turn after. Let's go. Ooh, Ghalta? Okay. Here goes nothing. They won't kill us in the next turn or 2, so I think we still might be safe, but I'm excited. Cavern of Souls, another forest, maybe a Castle Garenbrig. Maybe they save some mana for a counter spell. At least I'm only going to be dealt 4. If they play a Proph's Addictic Memory, that could be quite problematic, you have to imagine. Putting counters on one of their creatures, and let's hope it's not a Proph's. I play Carnage Tyrant next turn, so at least that would stabilize, but land untapped, they die. This is what revenge is all about. Maybe I'm going to break my all-time concurrent viewer record. 15, that's good. Oh, okay. I think they have a counter spell. I'm going to... no counter spell. No counter spell. Folks, done. So smoked, toasted.
No.
Yes. That's what I'm talking about, B-Bears. You better watch out. You better not cry, because I didn't bring in any graveyard hate, which you thought I was going to. Didn't you? That's what's so great about revenge. The Third Path Iconoclast, for anybody that's not aware, they go with this plan because they expect the graveyard hate to be coming. It's not in the 75. It's nowhere to be seen because I beat them up pretty good. It's kind of cool. They just do this thing. They don't... sometimes I think they cut Izzet Phoenix and then they just make a swarm of creatures that go wide. But I go wide and I go bigger and I go faster. Phew. Oh. I'm glad I played a bit more. That was a nightcap. That's a way to cap the night. Close to 2 hours. I say we'll leave it there. I know seems a bunch of you are joining a little bit later at the end. I wish I could play more, but well, it is 12:30 in the morning, my time, and it is apparently supposed to snow in a couple hours, so I might have to get up early to shovel my car and my wife's, but even if you're joining a little bit late, just right at the end, thanks for watching. Anybody, everybody right now, later on, whenever it is. Good stuff, right. Yes, get some good rest. Hopefully all is well. Tomorrow goes good. Thursday, it's garbage day for me, so that's always nice. And yeah, peace. Have a good one.
What in the hell just happened? How did he do